A year from now, what will you remember from this conference? You will remember a conversation, a handshake, a smile, someone who decided to trust you right here and now. You will remember how you felt leaving this keynote, head held higher. Because what you really build, more than any newsletter, more than any campaign, more than anything AI can draft, is trust. Trust is the most valuable currency in the world right now, and in our time together, we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to build it fast, deliberately, turn it into a skill that no algorithm can replace. Because real matters. And in a world that is increasingly unreal, real is your competitive edge. And I love that trust has been brought up so many times on this stage already, even by our awardees and by Barbara. We know how important it is. So how did I end up here talking about trust with all of you? You know those fork-in-the-road moments that all of a sudden completely changed the direction of your life? Have you experienced those? My journey began when I was a 23-year-old college student in my home country of Venezuela. As a junior in college, we were protesting for democracy, and the political and the economic strife that led to the crisis that you see in the headlines today was already brewing. And I remember one Saturday morning really needing a break from it all. So I did what most of us do. I went to my happy place. Do you guys have a happy place? So mine is this refuge of greenery, this mountain that surrounds the capital city. It is a hike that I've climbed at least over 100 times in my home country. This trail is in fact so close to my house that I just leave the keys in the flower pot and I go to reconnect with nature. And the weather is gorgeous and I'm hearing the birds chirping along the trail. I'm taking it all in, this moment of peace in a very chaotic time. But it was a moment of peace that was not going to last for me. Because as I was making my way down the steep mountain trail, this man jumped at me behind the bushes. He pulled a gun from his shorts and yelled, "Give me everything you got, lady." I handed over my earrings. I have one of those little iPods. And immediately I thought, he could rape me, he could kill me, and nobody would know because we were all alone in that stretch of the woods. He tells me to get on my knees and presses the muzzle of the firearm onto my forehead. "Count to 100, he commands. And I swear to you all, I didn't know if I was going to make it to 100 alive. I'm counting and sweating and praying, and at some point when my counting reached about 50, I heard his footsteps receding. Could it be? So I peer my eyes open slowly. He was gone, and instinctively I just got up and I ran so fast down that steep mountain trail, further on down to the city, up to my family's apartment. And when they see me, I'm shaking and my knees are filled with dirt. And that's when I gave myself permission to burst into tears. At 23 years old, I understood then that I was going to have to leave my home and everything and everyone that I knew behind and start from scratch in a new land and make surviving that horrific experience worth it. At that age, 23 years old, I lost the most important thing that makes for individuals to grow and thrive and makes for flourishing societies. I lost trust. I lost trust in the institutions, in the information around me, in where we were headed as a society, as a nation. So I became obsessed with trust, and I became a journalist. The investigative, breaking news all over the world in the field type of journalist, and trust became my profession. I did not learn trust from a textbook. I have tested trust in disaster zones, at gunpoint, in hurricanes. And I went from that girl on the mountaintop that couldn't trust anyone or anything to the woman you see before you who is telling you trust is the single most important thing that we have left.